Have you ever wondered what it takes to touch the heart of enlightenment? To merge wisdom and compassion in a way that transforms your very being? Picture this. A sacred practice so profound it's been whispered about in ancient Buddhist texts. A path that promises to awaken the divine within you. Welcome to the mystical world of Yab Yum, the Vajrayana practice of union that's both a spiritual journey and a cosmic dance. If you're new to Buddhism, you might feel a spark of curiosity, or even a little overwhelm about diving into such esoteric depths. Where do you start? How do you prepare your mind and heart for something so transformative? In this video, we'll unravel the essential steps in Ngondro, meditation, initiation, and more, guiding you with clarity and inspiration. Whether you're seeking inner peace or a glimpse of the divine, this journey is for you. Stick with us to discover how to begin, and share your thoughts in the comments. What draws you to this sacred path? Let's explore together. Awakening the foundation. The sacred ground of Ngondro and initiation. In the vast tapestry of spiritual practice, where the mind seeks to transcend the mundane and touch the eternal, there lies a path both profound and exhilarating. The sacred practice of Yab Yum in Vajrayana Buddhism. Imagine standing at the threshold of a luminous mandala, where every step forward draws you closer to the union of wisdom and compassion, the very essence of awakening. This journey is not for the faint-hearted, yet it promises a transformative dance with the divine, a dance that begins long before the ritual itself, in the quiet chambers of your heart and the disciplined rhythm of your practice. As you read on, let the anticipation of this sacred union spark a quiet thrill within you, urging you to explore the intricate steps that prepare the soul for such a profound embrace. The path to Yab Yum, the esoteric practice symbolizing the inseparability of wisdom, Yum, and compassion, Yab, is one of meticulous preparation, where the practitioner becomes both the sculptor and the clay, shaping the mind and spirit to resonate with the boundless clarity of the Buddha's teachings. The first whisper of this journey begins with a deep yearning, a subtle pulse of dopamine that stirs when you contemplate the possibility of merging with the divine qualities of enlightenment. This yearning is not a fleeting desire but a call to action, a summons to purify the mind, align the heart, and awaken the latent potential within. Let this spark ignite your curiosity, for the steps to prepare for Yab Yum are not merely rituals, but a vibrant process of becoming, each practice a brushstroke on the canvas of your spiritual evolution. To embark on this sacred path, one must first lay a foundation as solid as the earth beneath a stupa. This foundation is Ngondro, the preliminary practices of Vajrayana, a series of contemplative and physical exercises designed to purify negative karma, accumulate merit, and awaken the mind to its true nature. Picture yourself seated in a quiet space, the air heavy with the scent of incense, as you begin the practice of prostrations. With each bow, your body touches the earth, a gesture of humility that dissolves pride and opens the heart to the vastness of the three jewels: the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. As you rise and fall, a rhythm emerges, syncing your breath with the pulse of devotion. This is no mere physical act. It's a surrender that sends a cascade of inner joy through your being, a subtle reward that keeps you returning to the practice day after day. The mind, once restless, begins to settle, and with each prostration, you feel lighter, as if shedding layers of delusion that have long veiled your true nature. But Ngondro is more than prostrations. It is a multifaceted jewel that includes practices like the recitation of the 100-syllable mantra of Vajrayana. Imagine chanting these sacred syllables, each one vibrating through your body like a ripple in a still pond. Om Vajrasattva Samayam Anupalaya. The words flow, cleansing the stains of past actions, purifying the mind like a river washing away silt. This practice is a direct encounter with the radiant purity of your own heart, and as you repeat the mantra 0 times, a sense of clarity emerges, like sunlight breaking through clouds. The dopamine rush here is not from external rewards, but from the inner certainty that you are aligning with the truth. You may falter, your mind wandering to mundane concerns, but the mantra pulls you back, its rhythm a gentle tether to the present moment. Can you feel the pull of this practice, the way it beckons you to dive deeper into the ocean of your own awareness? As you progress through Ngondro, the practice of Mandala offering unfolds, a vivid act of generosity that mirrors the boundless giving of the Buddhas. Picture yourself offering the entire universe, mountains, rivers, stars, and all sentient beings on a shining mandala plate. With each offering, you cultivate a heart of abundance, releasing attachment to the material world. This act is intoxicating in its simplicity, for it reminds you that true wealth lies not in possession but in letting go. The joy of offering, the sense of expanding beyond the confines of self, floods the mind with a quiet exhilaration, urging you to continue. And then there is the Guru Yoga, the heart of Ngondro, where you visualize your teacher as the embodiment of all enlightened qualities. In this practice, you merge your mind with the Guru's, a process that feels like coming home to a truth you've always known. The connection is electric, a spark that lights up the path ahead, making you eager to take the next step. But Ngondro is only the beginning, a sacred groundwork that prepares the mind for the deeper waters of meditation. Meditation in Vajrayana is not a passive sitting, but an active engagement with the nature of reality. As you sit, cross-legged, spine straight like a golden thread connecting earth and sky, you begin with shamatha, the practice of calm abiding. Your breath becomes the anchor, each inhale and exhale a gentle rhythm that soothes the restless mind. The world fades, and in its place arises a stillness so profound it feels like a secret whispered by the universe. This stillness is not empty but alive, pulsing with the potential for insight. As you rest in this space, the mind begins to glimpse its own clarity, a moment of vipassana, insight meditation, that reveals the illusory nature of all phenomena. The thrill of this realization, subtle yet profound, keeps you seated, eager to uncover more. This meditative practice is the bridge to Yab Yum, for it trains the mind to rest in the non-dual awareness that is the heart of the tantric path. In Vajrayana, meditation is not an escape from the world but a way to engage with it fully, seeing all phenomena as expressions of the divine. Imagine visualizing yourself as a deity, your body radiant with light, your heart a mandala of compassion and wisdom. This is not fantasy but a method to awaken the latent qualities within you. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and each session leaves you with a sense of expansion, as if your very being is stretching to encompass the infinite. The dopamine here is the joy of discovery, the quiet thrill of realizing that the sacred is not outside you but within, waiting to be uncovered. Yet, no matter how diligent your practice, the gateway to Yab Yum remains locked without the empowerment of initiation, known as Wang or Abhisheka. This is the moment when the Guru, as the embodiment of the enlightened mind, transmits the blessings of the lineage directly to you. Picture yourself seated before a mandala, the air thick with the resonance of sacred chants, as the Guru pours consecrated water from a ritual vase, its cool touch awakening something ancient within you. This is not merely a ritual, but a profound transmission, a moment where the boundaries between self and other dissolve. The initiation empowers you to practice Yab Yum, granting permission to engage with the deity's mandala and mantra. It's as if a door swings open, revealing a path you've been preparing for all along. The anticipation of this moment, the sense of being chosen for a sacred task, sends a surge of purpose through your veins, binding you to the practice with unbreakable resolve. The initiation is not a singular event but a series of empowerments, each purifying a different aspect of your being. The vase empowerment cleanses the body, aligning it with the deity's form. The secret empowerment purifies speech, transforming your words into sacred sound. The wisdom empowerment clears the mind, revealing its innate clarity. And the word empowerment introduces you to the ultimate reality, the non-dual union of wisdom and compassion that Yab Yum embodies. Each empowerment is a step closer to the divine embrace, and with each step, you feel the weight of delusion lifting, replaced by a lightness that is both exhilarating and humbling. The process is gradual, yet each moment is charged with meaning, pulling you forward like a river flowing toward the sea. As you move through these practices, Ngondro, meditation, and initiation, you begin to sense a shift within. The mundane world, once so solid, begins to shimmer with the potential for awakening. Every prostration, every mantra, every moment of stillness is a preparation for Yab Yum, where you will embody the union of wisdom and compassion in a sacred dance of transcendence. But this is not the end. It is merely the beginning of a journey that will unfold in ways you cannot yet imagine. The practices you've undertaken are like seeds planted in fertile soil, and as they take root, they promise a harvest of insight and liberation. Can you feel the pull of this path, the way it calls you to continue, to dive deeper into the mystery of your own heart? The next steps await, and with them, the promise of a union so profound it will redefine your very existence. Keep reading, for the journey has only just begun, and the wonders that lie ahead are too captivating to resist. Embodying the Divine, the Alchemy of Deity Yoga and Inner Fire. The journey toward Yab Yum, that sacred union of wisdom and compassion in Vajrayana, is like a river carving its way through stone, persistent, patient, yet charged with an unstoppable force. Having laid the foundation with Ngondro, meditation, and initiation, you stand now at a crossroads where the practices deepen, where the mind begins to dance with the subtle energies of the divine. The anticipation of what lies ahead stirs a quiet excitement, a pulse of curiosity that makes it impossible to turn away. Each step you've taken has been a preparation, a polishing of the mirror of your consciousness. But now, the path calls for a bolder leap, one that demands not just discipline, but a surrender to the vibrant interplay of body, speech, and mind. Let this spark of intrigue pull you forward, for the practices that follow will weave you ever closer to the heart of Yab Yum's transformative embrace. As you move deeper, the practice of deity yoga becomes the cornerstone of your preparation. Imagine sitting in meditation, your body still, your breath a gentle tide, as you visualize yourself not as an ordinary being but as a radiant deity, perhaps Shenrizig, the embodiment of compassion, or Tara, the swift liberator. Your form dissolves into light, your limbs shimmering with the hues of a celestial mandala. This is no mere imagination. It is a deliberate act of aligning with your innate awakened nature. The process is intoxicating. Each visualization a brushstroke that paints your reality anew. As you hold the deity's form in your mind, you feel a surge of clarity, a dopamine-like rush that comes not from external reward, but from the recognition of your own potential. The deity's qualities, compassion, wisdom, strength, begin to feel less like ideals and more like truths already alive within you. Can you sense the pull of this practice? The way it beckons you to embody the divine in every gesture, every thought? This deity yoga is not a solitary act, but a dynamic engagement with the energies of the universe. As you visualize the deity, you also invoke their mantra, a sacred sound that resonates through your being like a bell struck in a silent valley. Take, for example, the mantra of Chenrezig, Om Mani Padme Hum. As you chant, each syllable vibrates, aligning your speech with the frequency of compassion. The repetition is rhythmic, almost hypnotic, drawing you into a state where the boundaries between self and deity blur. This is the alchemy of Tantra, where sound becomes a bridge to the divine. The joy of chanting, the sense of connection it fosters, keeps you returning to the practice, each session a step closer to the non-dual awareness that Yab Yum requires. The mantra is not just words. It is a key that unlocks the heart, and with each recitation, you feel the door to awakening creak open a little wider. But deity yoga is only one thread in the tapestry of preparation. The practice of tummo, or inner fire, introduces you to the subtle energies that will animate the Yab Yum ritual. Picture yourself seated, your spine a channel of light, as you visualize a flame at your navel, its warmth rising through your central channel. This is not a physical fire, but a psychic one, a blaze of awareness that burns away delusion and ignites the latent energy of enlightenment. The practice is intense, demanding focus and patience, yet the reward is immediate. A surge of vitality, a sense of being fully alive in every cell of your body. The warmth spreads, dissolving tension, and with it comes a clarity so sharp it feels like seeing the world for the first time. This inner fire is the fuel for Yab Yum, preparing you to channel the union of wisdom and compassion through your very being. The thrill of this practice, the way it awakens your body and mind, is a call you cannot ignore, a call to dive deeper, to explore the infinite within. As you cultivate these practices, the role of devotion becomes ever more vital. In Vajrayana, devotion is not blind faith but a profound trust in the lineage, the guru, and your own potential. Imagine sitting before Thangka, its vibrant colors depicting the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, their eyes gazing directly into yours. In this moment, you offer your heart, not as a supplicant but as a partner in the dance of awakening. This devotion is a fire that fuels your practice, a source of inspiration that makes every prostration, every mantra, every visualization feel alive with purpose. The joy of this connection, the sense of being held by a lineage that stretches back to the Buddha himself, is a subtle ecstasy that keeps you tethered to the path. It's as if the universe itself is whispering, "Keep going, you're almost there," and the promise of what lies ahead makes it impossible to turn back. Yet, the path to Yab Yum is not without its challenges. The mind, so accustomed to distraction, may resist the discipline required. Doubts may arise, like shadows cast by a flickering flame, questioning whether you are worthy, whether you can truly embody the divine. Here, the practice of Lojong, or mind training, becomes a powerful ally. Lojong teaches you to transform obstacles into opportunities, to see every difficulty as a chance to deepen your compassion and wisdom. When doubt creeps in, you meet it with the slogan, "Drive all blames into one," recognizing that the true obstacle is the illusion of a separate self. This shift in perspective is liberating, a burst of insight that rekindles your enthusiasm for the path. The mind, once a battleground, becomes a playground, where every thought, every emotion, is an invitation to awaken. Can you feel the excitement of this transformation, the way it turns even your struggles into steps toward liberation? As these practices deepen, you begin to notice a subtle shift in your daily life. The world, once a place of chaos and confusion, begins to shimmer with the qualities of the Mandala. A kind word to a stranger becomes an act of compassion, a moment of patience in a heated exchange, an expression of wisdom. This is the fruit of your preparation, the sign that your practice is taking root. The anticipation of Yab Yum grows stronger, not as a distant goal but as a living reality unfolding within you. Each practice, Deity yoga, Domo, devotion, Lojong, is a thread in the fabric of your awakening, weaving you closer to the moment when you will embody the sacred union of Yab Yum. The path is demanding, yes, but it is also alive with joy, with moments of insight that make you want to leap out of your seat and shout, "This is it." The journey is far from over, and the next steps promise even greater wonders. Keep reading, for the call of the divine is too compelling to resist, and the mysteries that await will captivate your heart and soul. Union of Bliss and Emptiness. Living the Mandala of Yab Yum. The path to Yab Yum, that radiant union of wisdom and compassion, has brought you to the edge of a precipice, not one of fear, but of exhilarating possibility. Each practice, from the grounding humility of Ngondro to the fiery clarity of Tomo, has been a step toward embodying the divine dance of Vajrayana. Now, as you stand poised to enter the heart of this sacred practice, the air hums with potential, a subtle thrill that courses through you like a current of light. This is no ordinary moment. It is the culmination of countless hours of preparation, a moment where the boundaries between self and other, mundane and divine, begin to dissolve. The anticipation is electric, urging you to lean in, to surrender fully to the transformative power of Yab Yum. Let this spark of wonder draw you deeper, for what lies ahead is not just a ritual, but a profound encounter with the essence of awakening itself. As you approach the practice of Yab Yum, the cultivation of pure perception becomes your guiding star. In Vajrayana, the world is not seen as flawed or separate, but as a sacred mandala. Every being a deity, every sound a mantra, every thought a spark of wisdom. Imagine walking through a bustling market, the chaos of voices and colors swirling around you. Instead of distraction, you see a dance of divine energies, each person a manifestation of the Buddha's compassion, each sound a vibration of truth. This shift in perception is not a mere mental trick, but a radical rewiring of how you engage with reality. It's as if the world itself is winking at you, inviting you to join its sacred play. The joy of this recognition, the dopamine-like rush of seeing the divine in the ordinary, keeps you tethered to the practice, eager to explore its depths. Can you feel the allure of this vision? the way it transforms even the mundane into a gateway to enlightenment. This pure perception is the foundation for the Yab Yum practice, where you and your partner, whether physical or visualized, become the embodiment of Yab and Yum, compassion and wisdom in union. Picture yourself seated in meditation, your body radiating light as you visualize yourself as the Deity, your partner as the complementary divine. The practice is not about physicality alone, but about channeling the energies of awakening through form, breath, and intention. As you merge in this sacred embrace, the boundaries of self dissolve, and what remains is a pulsating unity, a living mandala of bliss and emptiness. The experience is profound, a surge of clarity that feels like touching the heart of the universe. Each moment in this practice is a revelation, a reminder that the divine is not distant but intimately present within you. The pull of this realization is irresistible, a call to dive deeper into the mystery of your own being. Yet, this practice demands more than visualization. It requires an unwavering commitment to ethical conduct. In Vajrayana, the vows of the Bodhisattva and the Tantric Samayas are the guardrails that keep the practitioner aligned with the path. These vows are not restrictions but invitations to live with impeccable integrity, to act with compassion in every moment. Imagine pausing before speaking, ensuring your words carry the weight of truth and kindness, or acting with generosity even when it feels inconvenient. Each act of virtue strengthens the mind, making it a worthy vessel for the profound energies of Yab Yum. The satisfaction of living in alignment with these vows, the quiet joy of knowing you are walking the path with honor, fuels your resolve. It's a feedback loop of virtue and insight, each reinforcing the other, drawing you closer to the heart of the practice. As you deepen in this preparation, the role of the guru becomes ever more central. The guru is not merely a teacher but a living bridge to the enlightened mind, a guide who reflects your own potential back to you. Picture yourself in their presence, their gaze piercing yet compassionate, as they offer guidance tailored to your unique journey. This relationship is dynamic, a dance of trust and surrender that awakens the heart. The Guru's instructions, whether to intensify your meditation, refine your visualization, or deepen your devotion, are like keys to hidden chambers within you. Each moment spent in their presence, whether physical or through visualization in Guru Yoga, is a spark that ignites your practice, making you eager to return to the cushion, to the mantra, to the path. The connection is magnetic, a bond that feels both ancient and immediate, urging you to keep going, to uncover the next layer of truth. But even as you progress, the path to Yab Yum is not without its subtleties. The mind, ever prone to grasping, may seek to cling to the bliss of the practice, mistaking it for the goal. Here, the teachings on emptiness become your anchor. In Vajrayana, emptiness is not a void, but the vibrant potential from which all phenomena arise. Imagine meditating on the nature of your thoughts, watching them appear and dissolve like clouds in a vast sky. This practice of contemplating emptiness is liberating, a reminder that even the ecstasy of Yab Yum is not to be grasped but experienced as an expression of the ultimate truth. The insight that arises here is exhilarating, a burst of clarity that reorients the mind toward freedom. It's as if the universe is whispering, "Let go, and you will find everything." And the promise of this freedom keeps you tethered to the path. As these practices converge, pure perception, deity yoga, ethical conduct, devotion, and the contemplation of emptiness, you begin to sense the nearness of Yab Yum. The ritual itself is not a destination, but a culmination. A moment where all your preparation coalesces into a single act of union. Picture yourself in the sacred space, the air thick with the resonance of chants, the mandala glowing before you. As you enter the practice, whether with a physical partner or in visualization, you feel the energies of wisdom and compassion merge within you, a dance of light that transcends form. The experience is not merely blissful but transformative, a direct encounter with the non-dual nature of reality. Each moment in this practice is a revelation, a glimpse of the awakened state that lies at the heart of all beings. The joy of this encounter, the sense of touching something eternal, is a call to continue, to live from this place of unity in every moment. And yet, the true power of Yab Yum lies not in the ritual itself, but in how it reshapes your life. As you emerge from the practice, the world is no longer the same. Every interaction, every thought, every breath becomes an opportunity to embody the union of wisdom and compassion. The market, the office, the quiet moments alone, all become part of the mandala, all infused with the sacred. The journey that began with Ngondro, that deepened through meditation and initiation, that blossomed through Deity yoga and pure perception, now spills over into every aspect of your existence. You are not just preparing for Yab Yum, you are living it, moment by moment, breath by breath. The thrill of this realization, the sense of being fully alive in the dance of awakening, is a joy that cannot be contained. It pulls you forward, not to an end, but to a new beginning. A life where every step is a step toward the divine, every moment a chance to embody the truth you've glimpsed. And so, the journey continues, vibrant, unending, and utterly captivating, a path that holds you in its embrace and never lets go.